Okay, Wednesday, January 29th, here at Motegi, Honda Collection Hall. They just had a huge renovation last few weeks, so they just opened up. It's 10 o'clock, so when they open up, so let's check it out. Yeah, so admission to here is free, but the main gate to get into the entire mobility complex, I think it's like 1,900 yen per adult. But yeah, let's check it out. So here we see the Honda F1 car, the Honda Jet. Hopefully I can see Ayrton Senna's cars today. I don't know if they're here or somewhere else on temporary display. So they break it down by time frame. We're on the first floor. So I want to check out chapter 3 for the 80s F1, 90s F1. Very nice. This thing's pretty cool. Largest engine manufacturer in the world. Time to go up. Okay, so we're gonna go up. Chapter 1, second floor on the left. Got a lot of people in the jet, can't go in it right now. Surtees. Nice. Okay, so that's chapter 1. Going to chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2. I think I just saw it. Oh yeah, I see it behind me. Okay. Oh, wait. I see it right now. Oh my god. Alright, looks like it has some Senna cars, but I'm not sure yet if the MP44 is actually chassis number 5 or the static show car number 10. I'm thinking it might be the show car because it looks like it has the periscope intakes on it. And the chassis pack looks too brand new for it to be the actual race used. Okay, so MP44. I'm gonna take a guess without zooming in. First, this is the show car, not the real one. It has these periscope intakes. The real one that they have, chassis 5, doesn't have that. And let's see what it says there. I don't think it says there that it's stack real, but I can zoom in on the chassis plaque and I'll know right away. Let's see. Yeah, that says this is static show car number 10. Yeah, so this is not the actual race used Senna car, which they have had on display here, unfortunately. Hopefully it's upstairs. This is just chapter 2. And this one, MP46, maybe it's also a static show car. See the chassis plaque? I can get closer on the side. I think that says static show car. Yeah, it says it's also a show car, not the actual. Let me stop the video and take a closer. Alright, so the tires look race used and all, but if you look at the chassis plaque behind the driver's head, zooming on in, SSC static show car. Looks like it's number 33. I mean, they didn't make 33 of these show cars. I think that's like in sequence of how many static show cars they made for McLaren. Anyway, still pretty cool. And from a earlier static show car that I know was in Utah at Hercules, where that made the carbon tubs for McLaren, that you can't repurpose these to actually use. So it's like literally like show car only. You can't just put an engine and hope it works. It's like, I think, a wood base, I think, inside of it. But it looks pretty legit. I really hope they have the real ones upstairs, but we'll see. Probably not. This is probably all they have here. But yeah, MP46 is pretty cool too. V12, the only championship winning V12 F1 car, surprisingly, considering how many V12 engines have been in Formula 1. It's the only one that won a championship. But this one's my favorite, MP44. Clinched a championship for Senna and Suzuka. 88. I think pretty much all of the championships were clinched in Suzuka for like a 5-year span that time. Anyway, carry on. They're probably gonna have Nicky Hayden's bike somewhere up here, I think, in the 2000s. Yeah, that's it for now. And get over back onto the actual race bikes. Gotta love the Rothmans. I think the brand name was bought by a Japanese company and they don't use it anymore. But the Rothmans Porsche, the Rothmans Honda's pretty cool looking liveries. I'll probably come back to these and take some photos later. I'm gonna go up to the top floor and check out the rest. I was hoping there'd be more motorsports here, considering Honda's like motorsports history, but obviously this is a lot of their work since they're the biggest engine manufacturer in the world. Oh, sweet. That navigation system, I think it's awesome. All right, going up. Okay, coming up. I think there's an elevator here somewhere, but I'm not sure. It's not really clearly marked, so hopefully for anybody that needs an elevator, they have one. A little more modern. I'm a Nissan guy, so excuse me for not stopping for everything. Although Honda is probably going to buy a Nissan, unfortunately. Hopefully that doesn't mean Nismo shuts down. Another Senna car in the background, at least helped developed with Senna. The Honda NSX. Acura in the US. Coming around. NSX-R, super rare. I don't know if this is a 0 mile one. It doesn't look completely brand new paint wise. I mean, I'm hoping it was used. It'd be kind of a waste not to use it, considering everyone says it's probably the greatest handling car you can ever drive. Don't want to waste it in the garage. Anyway, so this is probably some JGTC stuff. Never had a chance to ever see this in period. Oh, it's Lamont GT2. That's the one next to it, probably, is JGTC. And this car still looks awesome to this day. I mean, it came out, what, like 1990s? So we're looking like 35 years later, it still looks incredible. One of the best looking cars of all time, in my opinion. Okay, this is the JGTC one, yeah. I don't know if it's a 350 series or 5. Okay, it says over 480 PS, so this would be in the 500 division. The Fairlady Z's were like in the 350s, and then the GTRs were in the 500s, so that was going against the GTRs. And then you got your minivans and your CRVs. Kind of funny seeing the Lamont and JGTC car next to the CRV, which this is probably the best condition one in the world. My God, it looks literally brand new. I mean, the headlights, brand new. Paint looks immaculate. Interior perfect. Yeah, this is actually really nice. Let's see if I can find the tire date code on this thing. D315. So I think this was made in the third week of 2015 based on the 315. So that tire's like almost 10 years old. No, actually 10 years old to the day, or week I should say. Around the 4th week of January. Generators. Boat engines, again, the biggest engine manufacturer in the world. S2000, another great car. I wish I made him in like an actual hard top, not just a removable. But everyone who's driven one says it's an amazing car to drive. Gotta love the Honda Integra Type R. Now, I don't know the generations of this one, EG, I guess, maybe. Hatchback. Pretty cool. Throwback to high school days, both of them. All right, coming up to chapter 4, and here's the transition. Another S2000. Oh, nice, the Del Sol. Yeah, Del Sol. Another NSX, nice. Automatic, that's unfortunate. Whatever. But the blue with like that snow corn combination, pretty nice. Okay. Like the Zima we saw in Aoyama 2023. We got Rossi, the doctor. I think Marquez, born in 1993, wears number 93. Dude was like winning championship basically since the day he started MotoGP, and then his style of riding is so crazy he just injured himself where he doesn't really win anymore. He's constantly breaking his bones racing. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any more Senna cars. Looks like, was this a Jenson Button car? 2005. I think that was Jenson Button time frame. Let's see, Jenson Button. Yep. 900 horsepower, 2005. It was the last of the V10s for all constructors. I think the Scuderia Toro Rosso was allowed to run a V10 in 2006 when everybody else was on V8. Probably a show car, I'm guessing, based on the F1s. My god, this F1 car is gigantic. I've always read about the modern F1 cars being huge compared to the older V10s, and people had model car comparisons, but this thing is absolutely massive in person. Holy crap. That's actually probably why the old F1 cars look faster on TV, because they're small. Because this thing being so huge doesn't look fast on TV because it's gigantic, but they're obviously faster lap time wise. Super long in the middle for the fuel tank because you can't refuel anymore, which is kind of stupid. It takes a lot of fun out of it watching F1 if you can't refuel. You can see all that. But yeah, this thing is massive. This is like, I'm guessing it's like bigger than a BMW 7 Series, honestly. Like just the width of it in the back for sure. The length of this thing looks longer than a BMW 7 Series, like long wheelbase version. Yep, definitely don't like these. This is way smaller. Looks better. Sounds better. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the V10 generation for me personally. Okay, is that an Insight? Haven't seen that in like 20 years. Yep, Honda Insight. Don't know what that is. And then a Honda Jet, which we saw downstairs. I'm gonna go take a look at that. Print is empty right now. Super interesting way how they mounted the engines to the wings from above instead of on the fuselage on the side or below the wings. The landing gear was high enough. And they seem to have closed this part down. I think that's the end of it. Very, very small museum considering how large Honda is. I would say they did something like the Barber Motorsports Park. It has the coolest museum in the world as far as motorcycles and Lotus F1 cars on top of that. But yeah, I mean, Honda's collection of cars they have is incredible, and they don't have that many on display. But anyway, gonna check out the Jet, and then that's it. Here's a pretty cool thing. This guy took his Honda dirt bike up on the wall super high. You can see the tire mark, and then he signed it. Don't know who he is. QR code. And there's an elevator, by the way. It's next to the stairs. I just didn't notice it. Yeah, the elevator's right there. They don't have the heat on here, and it's like below freezing outside. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go check out the Honda Jet next, and then that will be it. It's like 30 minutes to see everything. If you don't want to read every sign, obviously. Okay, back on the first floor. Checking the Honda Jet. Tiny. Yeah. Lavatory. When you sit down, it's fine. Definitely not standing room like a Gulfstream, but I'm sure it's a lot more efficient to fly in this. A lot less expensive than the Gulfstream. And then the other side looks like a little cafeteria, and then museum souvenir shop. You want to get a hat? Hey. GP replicas, Senna. Got a Honda Collection Hall towel for 1,900 yen and a hat for 4,500. And a bag. There's the bag. Honda Collection Hall bag. Pretty nice. And then here in the cafeteria, got a lot of books, literature. I think these might be like clay models. It's ceramic, I guess, technically. That's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix cars, that's interesting. Anyway, so to get on this, don't bring any large luggage. There's the actual luggage space for the inside, but put your own inside here. Yeah, but that's a signature, right? Maybe? Okay, it's done. It took about an hour. It's pretty good. I wouldn't go on my way to come here. I think if that's your main intention. Kind of disappointed. I mean, Nikki Hayden motorcycles or actual Senna F1 cars. But anyway, still pretty cool. Okay, so this is a map of the entire facility. We came in, went to the Honda collection hall here. And we drove up. We just parked there, 2P. Now we're gonna walk around, go up to the shopping little logo, and then maybe here, and you can maybe hopefully see the track. But anyway, check out that gift shop. Track is just beyond that fence and trees. Banking oval. Go-kart track left. And then gift shops farther up. Okay, it looks like we got to the plaza. Track should be just beyond. I can see part of it through that opening. Pretty cool. Sweet. I was hoping to go up that tower, get a good view, but whatever. Hopefully I can get a view over here. But gate 8 looks pretty cool. It's a little too cold right now for me to be running around in their cars. They just came to the mid area. Pretty cool. Where Danica Patrick won her IndyCar race. Oh, Waco's nice. Oil company, which apparently pretty big in Japan, but I've never heard about it until now. This is basically the main seating area. There's a little bit over there. It's hard to see until I zoom in. Very small track. Still cool. Hope I can see a race here one day. Oh, this looks like there's maybe a hotel up there with a hotel view. And there's the layout. See the road course comes into the actual oval field, but yeah. Hopefully one day I can see a race. It's too cold right now in January. The Mobi Plaza souvenir shop is closed. Gonna see the other ones, but it's pretty empty. I guess it just reopened a few days ago, so maybe that's what I was thinking. The other souvenir shop may be open. Is it? Good. So I'm looking, they just had the same kind of Honda hat the other place. Nothing that says Motegi specifically, but still pretty cool. This guy's getting asphalt wafers. Pretty good deal. Hopefully. And we got racing cookies. F1 car. Got some other stuff. And you can get tire rubber shaped dried squid. That's pretty sweet and creative. Get some spoon and forks. The wrenches. These are pretty cool. They're actually made in Japan. Everything I'm looking for here is like made in China. Otherwise, everything I've been shopping. Okay, did the shopping. Got some asphalt wafers, racing cookies, and these pretty sweet brownies. Plus those forks and spoons. But anyway, pretty cool shopping, pretty unique. So anyway, check it out. Okay, Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. Not too far from Tochigi. Checking out Costco. See what they got. They do got a gas station and a tire center. Entrance on the right. Gas prices pretty good. Pretty good membership prices here. We got USDA choice beef back here. It's pretty much my favorite. Gotta get this. 900 grams. Yeah, this is way better than what we got. It's pretty awesome, dude. That's a deal. That's a freaking deal, dude. I like it. Check out this, dude. Freaking awesome, dude. fast. Product of USA. Origin Mexico. Pretty interesting. And they have Australian carrots. Massive, dude. It's just under $20 for a Maisto 118. Oh, I got right there the Bolidi SP1, FXXK, Countach, and then some of the Formula One cars. Okay, so this was confusing to me. I had to look it up. So this Duracell Bunny apparently can't be advertised in the United States, Canada, or Turkey. Everywhere else in the world. I guess Energizer Bunny is conflicting with it. Kind of interesting. They don't separate the alcohol, liquor from the main stores, but the beer back here, nothing Zima related yet. So my Visa was not accepted. This is a MasterCard only location like it used to be in the US.